Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/Play-agricola. Let's take a look. So this first pile, okay, I think the pick has to be Country Doctor, just because I see Church Warden here. That means I want to try to play towards the Church Warden, and when you have a card that lets you go for the bonus points, that's going to be a pretty good pick in my opinion. And then I'm hoping to get maybe Puppeteer, Inventory Manager, or Mathematician back. If I got Church Warden back, that would be excellent. Okay. Not too thrilled by any of these. When I want to do lots of start player, I probably don't want to play martial artist. So maybe Stroller. Stroller or Haberdasher, and I guess Haberdasher is more playable considering I have Country Doctor. Yeah. Yeah. Way to get a grain early on. Looks okay. Okay, Turkey Breeder is always an excellent card. Hoarder. It's between Turkey Breeder and Hoarder. And since I want to go for crops rather than animals in the early game, I'm going to take Hoarder. Okay, so this pick is going to be Old Hiker. I would like to take my gluten-free Brit Baker, but Old Hiker goes quite nicely with Hoarder. Because if I ever need to spend an action just to get one thing to put on the Hoarder, Old Hiker is nice for that. Yeah, I would like the gluten-free Baker, but I think Old Hiker is a better card. And I got Church Warden back, so I will happily take Church Warden. And then this is unlikely to play any of these. I think Martial Artist is the most likely one that'll be played. So I'm playing with Thatcher, Wolfie, and Barbarossa. So there was a question on one of the recent videos about how to get games on the site. So of course the site is more active when people have more free time to play. So for example, it's Monday afternoon now, and evening in Europe. So usually after like 12 European time, the site gets more active. And then similarly in the evening for North America, you can usually reliably find people going on after they're at the end of their day. So clay plaster Clay Plasterer is maybe better considering Church Warden, Sycophant if I just want to spam one grain, Midnight Fencer if I use all my wood to build rooms, and Midnight Fencer could help me get some fences. I think probably Clay Plaster is a little bit more reliable. Okay. Ah. This is actually quite a difficult pick. I think the pick is 5 rings, and then I hope to get storage shed back. Or brickyard could be really good for me this game, just with the clay plasterer. Grain market, if I want to go for the country doctor nice and early. Maybe not 5 rings. Normally I would want to go for the 5 rings, but I think probably I want to put my efforts into building rooms rather than getting major improvements. Okay, maybe I'll just take grain market. Okay, so I think threshing machine plow is the next pick for sure, just because it's absolutely perfect. It gives me a way of plowing 3 fields easily early in the game, not expensive. I would so to get my 3 grain fields, 1 threshing machine plow, 1 haberdasher, and then 2 grain actions and a sow. That's not that's not that bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so actually I think paintbrush can be very useful, but I want to put my clay towards a 4th room, I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe not, because then the country doctor would come so late. I don't know. I could do baker's oven. Baker's oven is probably the choice. Dinghy is useful. I think I'll just go with baker's oven for simplicity. And then this pick is oh, I love coffee break. Should I take coffee break here? Yeah, I really like coffee break as a card. It is so nice. Should maybe have considered village school more because village school is also an excellent card. But I'm pretty happy with how this is going so far. Okay. Hmm. So I don't think I'm likely to have my setup in time to play Clapper. I'm gonna want with this game to focus on getting the first room and then after that go for the grain fields. So cheese fondue could be useful. I'm also considering brickyard. Um, Problem is, it's very difficult for me to play brickyard and then have a resource for coffee break. Because if I play, let's say, church warden, and that's it, that could maybe be my only card that I play early on. Maybe church warden old hiker, maybe church warden haberdasher. If those are the only things I play early, then after that I could do a 3 clay action and play coffee break and still, or 4 clay, and then still have enough for the clay oven, something like that. mm, yeah, I'll just go for cheese fondue. It's a bit easier than brickyard, easier to play. Oh, it looks like I'm starting to drop frames again. I'm really sorry about that. I think this pick is dough. Considering I know I'm going into baked bread. And I will take dinghy here. The ability to play dinghy on family growth or a start player can be really good. Alright, looks like I'm dropping a ton of frames again. Dropped 43% of my frames. That's quite poor. So that means I'm going to have to take the stream down, unfortunately. But I will keep doing my local recording. Oh, that really sucks. Gotta get on a wired connection. Pretty sure that's the issue. Okay, I go for 3 wood. And then Thatcher with the turkey breeder. Yeah, turkey breeder's a nice card. Two clay is fine with me. I'm now able to play coffee break. So I'll probably, maybe my next round is church warden and then start player coffee break. Or 2 read church warden and then coffee break round 3. Because I don't have any minors that have occupation prerequisites, so Okay, I'm just gonna grab 2 reed here. I want to be able to build that first room. I think the meta has shifted away from this 2 reed being really important, but maybe that's just because people get too distracted by doing other stuff. I definitely know that that's a thing for me. I don't pursue first family growth hard enough. Oh, inventory manager and turkey breeder with the stable. Oh, so the Thatcher can get a resource of his choice and a wood or a clay every time he plays a miner. That's quite nice. Especially if you had a way of playing a ton of miners, like paying 1 food to play a miner per round, like that traveling players card in G4, G5. Hmm. I guess, do I need to play? I guess I don't have to play any occupations. I can just play coffee break here. That would be nice if I had like alms or alms basket or something to reward myself for not playing a lot of occupations. So I'll go for 4 wood with my next move. And then after that, probably one of the 3 food spaces. So now I'm in a position to build the first room. Hmm. So I'll have 4 clay available to me. I'll have 3 wood. I think though I am just gonna take one of the. Oh, you know what? Hmm. Thatcher. I guess Thatcher probably wants one of those, but then will Wolfie take it or Barbarossa? I think Wolfie or Thatcher might do. Okay, Barbarossa just took food, so then I'm definitely taking food. Sorry, I haven't zoomed in on some of these cards. So those are the stroller goods at each harvest for Wolfie. Wow. Wolfie just playing the get building resources over time strategy, which, if family growth comes at the right time for him and he gets up to 5 rooms, it'll be very good. Yeah, if it helps him get the church warden bonus. So hopefully Barbarossa takes 3 wood here. Or maybe he thinks I'm okay risking giving up 3 wood to gain 4 wood or something. Or 6 clay. There's 6 clay. I wouldn't mind getting the 6 clay. None of these guys, all these guys are 2 moves away at the earliest from building a room. Wolfie, if I'm not careful, might be able to sneak build a room round 5 because he'll pick up a reed in this harvest. And I imagine he'll use his first move to take one of the wood spaces, whichever Barbarossa doesn't take. Or whichever Thatcher doesn't take, I should say. Thatcher maybe Reedstone food actually because he needs the 4th food, right? Yep. And then probably Wolfie 4 wood. And then Barbarossa 6 clay. Maybe 3 wood. Let's see what Barbarossa does here. Barbarossa took wood, so I'm gonna have to build a wood room. Thatcher took some clay that they have not updated yet. There it is. Wolfie going on day labor, okay. Oh, I forgot to pick up my coffee break. Good. So Barbarossa took starting player. Okay, well, I don't have anything that I really want here. 4 clay is alright, but I think what I do is I take 2 reed, just because then if I get a 4 wood action next round, I can think about building a 4th, another wood room. So my dream is that family growth comes out round 5. I think that would be best case for me. I guess I should put my room down here. Just because of my plow. Then if I do 2 rooms, then I can fence all along the top and I have fewer bends. Not that bends actually make a difference for fencing. I can't remember. Okay, so I think I take 3 wood here because then I'm able to do stable blocks and stuff. And I have to kind of trust that one of the other players is not going to do a start player action, because it would just give the like if Wolfie start players or Thatcher start players, it just feeds the other players too much. I guess that's kind of a courtesy, that as a courtesy you don't do a start player action in these stages because it screws with the family growth queue. So I'll start player with my next move, and I'll play cheese fondue. Barbarossa thinking about doing start player, I hope. That would be nice if he could, because then I could do take like take 5 clay. Barbarossa playing grocer, okay. So start player cheese fondue, and then next round I'll probably play dinghy to get the 3 food off of the fishing space. Although I could play dough as well and hope that diggy or that fish goes all the way up to 4 food. Might depend on if I think Barbarossa is going to keep plowing, because if he plows he has extra motivation to go on fishing. So Thatcher was unlucky that sheep came out as late as it did with the turkey breeder. I guess that's something that disincentivizes playing turkey breeder, is that there's some randomness there about when those sheep are going to come out. But I think that the turkey breeder is so good with cards like Visionary, G4 card missionary, or Visionary. Okay, we'll have to start player again, and that's kind of a pain. So I pay a wood to gain 3 food. Then I put 3 wood into the game. So a little unfortunate. And probably very good for Thatcher. So actually, food connoisseur, he can't go on fishing right now. He cannot. because he actually has to take food from the space. So that's kind of neat. Gotta wait for it to be. I mean, he doesn't need to take it now, anyways. You could wait it to be a 3 wood, 1 food action, and then it would be better than the regular 3 wood action. Better by 1 food. I think I will plan on building a 4th wood room. Okay, and now I'll do fishing. So what I'd like to see is someone do a sheep sweep here. Maybe I will. I probably will, actually. If Thatcher start players, I'll probably do a sheep sweep. I have the actions to be able to afford to do it. Oh, there you go. Okay, Wolfie will do it instead, so I don't need to worry. Thatcher's gonna have to choose between 4 sheep and growing second, which is good. Happy that Wolfie has done that. Alright, so I do get the first family growth. My food situation is not terrible, but that's just because I haven't played any occupations yet. For my second action, 6 clay would be fantastic. 4 wood, or not gonna get 4 wood, but maybe 3 wood is doable. Um, so in the next round, I would like to play. Oh, I'll probably play Church Warden in the next round. And then in round 9, I'll play Hoarder. Yeah, that would be fine. So since I'm gonna build another room, what does that mean? Oh, 6 clay or 4 wood. Which do I want? It's been a ton of clay injected into this game. So I think I take the wood. Feed 5. Thatcher blocked Wolfie there. It's a little bit of tit for tat, because Wolfie threatened the sheep, so then Thatcher took the pottery away. And Wolfie obviously wanted pottery with all that clay coming in. So Wolfie has to start player, so Barbarossa, or has to fail to go, Barbarossa has to start player, so then I can go for 6 wood. That'd be handy. If I could get 6 wood in this next round. I mean, if I keep getting 6 wood actions, I don't need to play Church Warden until the end of the game for 3 points. I would like to play Hoarder for the next harvest. Alchemist Lab. Good for the Hoarder. Easy way to get 1 extra of everything you need. Barbarossa start player, of course. So then I get 6 wood. I could take clay, but 6 wood is too good to pass up on. So now I'm at 11 wood again already, so fencing relatively early shouldn't be a problem. Oh, Thatcher not going for 8 clay with pottery. That is really surprising. Well, if 8 clay comes to me, I have to take that for sure. And then what after that? Then occupation maybe? Yeah, probably. Oh, Barbarossa playing occupation. Well, 8 clay works for me. Yeah, too bad I don't have Alms Basket or Alms or something. Alms Basket would just be the perfect card. Get 3 grain, sow them all. Okay, I think I plow my 3 fields here. May as well. No, I build a room. What am I thinking? Yeah, let's start player here. Why not? And I'll play dough. I won't be able to play Grain Market or Baker's Oven with my first move next round, but that's okay. Worth it to keep growing. When everyone's prioritizing growing this highly, it's worth it for me to keep going. And keep the pressure on all my opponents. Okay, and then with this move, so I need to be able to get 2 food with my last action. So I think I play Cooking Hearth here, because then I can take 2 sheep and that would then go towards my cheese fondue, which I would like. And if I don't get 2 sheep, I should get 4 or 3 food fishing. Or 3 vegetable, yeah. So no matter what, I have a 3 food action available. And the Hoarder doesn't get played here, but that's fine because I think it's worth sacrificing 2 points to gain these actions on the family growth queue because of the Church Warden. So I can always play Haberdasher in round 11 or 10. Or sorry, Hoarder in round 11 or 10. Thatcher did not take sheep. Wolfie did though. Alright. Barbaros is out of moves. So I'll take fishing. And I feed 6. The effect of dough is quite nice. So I can feed this next harvest by baking a grain and then paying for dough. And that'll be a good, very large amount of food. Oh, Wolfie took boar. Too bad, I would have liked to get boar. 2 boar at some point. No minor. So part of what makes the game like this is that everybody knows the church warden is out there. So everyone's playing towards it. Alright, so I want to start plowing, I want to play occupations. I want to take wood so I can fence. Got a couple different things to do. Let's get my fields plowed. Get that over and done with. Yeah, so I'm gonna need 8 food. So if I get a 2 boar action, that's it right there, basically. If I get a 2 boar action. Alternatively, what I think I'll do is I'll play Haberdasher, because then I can start player bake bread and discard with dough to get whatever comes out round 12 in case it's family growth. Yeah, that works. So Haberdasher with this next action either way. I would like to take sheep first, because then when I bake I get an extra food from fondue. And I get 2 food from the sheep, so I have some options. I got occupation back, so that's good. And I'll play haberdasher. So 4 wood gets me enough wood to maximally fence. Although with the fencing layout like this, to get what's the best for coverage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, yeah, so 15 covers this top row and gets me 4 pastures. So that's good. Wolfie ran out again. I guess he probably wants to play his indentured servant for 6 food. That would be my guess. So Thatcher finally gonna get his family growth in. So I want to set up so that round 13 I can do country doctor and then family growth. Pelt roof with carpenter is nice, but I think it's coming in a little too late. I imagine Wolfie takes the boar here, just in terms of food numbers. Yep. So then I'll take sheep, and then second action, start player, bake. Bake, discard dough. Would like to play hoarder too, for a pretty easy 3 points. I would hoard clay, reed, stone. That shouldn't be too difficult to get those resources. But then I also want to start taking grain and vegetable so that if plow sow came round 12, then I could use it. Maybe I should just go on sow bake. Because no one else is threatening to sow. I guess Barbarossa is able to sow. Yeah, he might. Yeah, he probably will do that. What am I thinking? Ooh, noble. Nice for Wolfie. Really nice. It's really good for him. That guarantees himself the church warden bonus. Really nice for Wolfie. Well, maybe I'll take vegetable and then take grain, and then I can decide afterwards. Because Barbarossa might buy a bunch of goods and do a sow action here. What's Barbarossa doing? Hasn't decided yet. Hopefully start player. Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah, I like that. Okay, cool. So then I'll do grain, and then I'll do sow bake. And I sow. So I get net +1 food from that. And then I harvest those. So I lose out on playing my hoarder, but I think it's gonna be okay. Ooh, there's family growth, so I imagine Barbarossa is gonna go for that family growth. Alright. So then what am I gonna do? Do I start player with this action here? Start player to get plow sow, or start player bake? Wolfie doesn't need to start player. Barbarossa would start player again though, to get family growth. Okay, I'll play my country doctor this round. I can do another sow bake action. Yeah. Alright. My second action will be sow bake, then country doctor, then family growth. Then I have, or I could fence also. I could pass up one round on growing and go for fenced. Grab the 2 cattle. Yeah, grabbing the 2 cattle would probably be quite good, because then when I bake I get an extra food. A little bit more efficient. Thatcher grabs the cattle. Okay, so fencing just went way down in terms of priority. Although we are running out of fence actions left. There are only 4 more fence actions left, and all 4 of us need to do them. So yeah, maybe my next action should be fence anyways, just to get it out of the way. So then I don't have to worry about competing with my opponents for it. Although Wolfie with the noble does free up some stuff. All right. Yeah, I think I am gonna fence here. Get it out of the way. Oh, Thatcher building another 2 rooms. Yeah, these guys are all playing entirely for a church warden that hasn't even been played yet. So I gotta be a little careful there. Okay, Wolfie's not likely to start. Actually, Wolfie, no, he's not going to start player. Thatcher's going to family growth, so Barbarossa would be content to keep start player. So that means I'm going to get Plow So next round. Okay, and if I get Plow So, then what do I want to do with my other move? Probably family growth. Okay, so I can take one more grain for some more food. That grain is for food. And then my last action can be to play the country doctor. Although Thatcher is going to want to grow ahead of me. Oh, Wolfie is doing start player. That is surprising. Maybe for 6 wood. Hmm. So I'll do Reedstone Food here. It gives me a way of buying clay oven. Yeah, I think clay oven will be good for me. Or if I get a 4 wood action, I can reno clay oven. That would be good. I needed the reed either way. To reno, I either got reed to reno with or stone to build clay oven. So I can give an action to gain 2 points if I want to. So I can family growth here, and that saves me the need to ever use no country doctor. It's probably worth doing. Then I have a pretty good start player bake with my next move. And if I don't get start player bake, then I'll play major minor clay oven, I think. Oh, I could still take 4 clay. Yeah. And there's 2 boar and 2 sheep available, which I'd like to do both of those. So I have some options. I think Wolfie will probably take 2 boar here just because he's hungry. Yeah, so I would only play Churchwarden here if I thought Barbarossa was leading, because it won't gain me any points on Wolfie or Thatcher. So, but if I'd played it earlier, I would have gained some wood for free. So, yeah, maybe I should have gone in that direction. Okay, plow's available. Plow is points. Sheep are not as many points for me. Or I could do my start player bake here to gain plow sow next round. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I can plow or take clay with my next move. Yeah, Wolfie's only downside is his farm is not super developed. Um, he's going to have very few animal points, vegetable points, field points, but he has that huge 8-point advantage over me from stone house relative to wood house. And he's going to be able to use plow sow a couple more times, which is nice. Okay, well, I'm going to plow, I think. It's 2 points. And it makes my plow sow action later even better. So Wolfie's saying he's going to eat a clay. And then what? So one of his actions will be plow sow. What's the other action going to be? Take one cattle. Eat a cow. Okay. Let's see what Barbarossa does here. Sow bake. No, he was already on sow bake. He did something else. I could play clay oven here. Or I could do 4 clay. If I try to reno, I need to reno first action next round, which gives up a plow sow. Yeah, okay. So I'll just build clay oven. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I feed 9. What's my score at? 26 with 1 bonus point. Yeah, pretty sad, because once Wolfie fences, he's going to clearly be in first. Even Barbarossa too. Barbarossa's fencing is worth a lot to him. Because all the rest of these moves are just going to be like 2-point moves. And I'm probably going to run out of 2-point moves, aren't I? So I guess this is a point in favor of taking the church warden over the country doctor, because then nobody else knows about it, and then the other players haven't gone after the bonus points so hard. Now, to be fair, Thatcher might have gone for 5 rooms anyways, and Wolfie definitely would have gotten to 5 people as is, but yeah, it would be between Wolfie and I getting the church warden bonus, which, to be fair, I think Wolfie is in the lead. I don't think the manger points are enough for Barbarossa. I guess he has the village fool bonus too. So he's sitting at 8 bonus points once he's fenced. Yeah. And Thatcher has a nice big house, but it's not going to be enough because he's got too many negatives. But that noble has been really nice for Wolfie. Noble, very powerful card. Very powerful. let's start to look. 27. I'm at 31, but once Barbarossa fences, he has a huge jump. 3, 9, 11. It's 11-point move for him to do that. Plus he's got 8 bonus points, so he's going to jump up to 30. Yeah, so it might be tight. Might actually be quite a tight end of the game. I guess Wolfie's got like 4 bonus points, 5 once he converts another clay. So he's sitting at like 32 to my 32. Yeah, it is a very tight game. Might come down to the fact that I have the fewest, like my point ceiling is too low. Because my only really points left are doing resource moves, or doing animal moves, sorry. I didn't look at Thatcher. Oh, Thatcher's sitting at 32. That's quite good, actually. More than I was expecting. He does have to feed his turkey breeder off. Oh, maybe Thatcher's doing better than I thought. I have a 1-point baker's oven upgrade, so I could take grain and then play baker's oven. So that maybe that's the rest of the game for me. Boar, take grain, play baker's oven. I'd have a very low score because I don't breed any points. Yeah, going to baking as early as I did was difficult because I wasn't increasing my number of grain and baking at the same time. I just have had to keep taking grain and then baking it, which is very inefficient. Yeah, would have been better if I could have gotten grain going earlier, but if I do that, then I fall back on family growth. I think probably the fact that I went for the first family growth and didn't get it until round 7, that was very bad for me. And then the fact that Wolfie has kept taking 2 boar all game has been bad for me as well, because I've been the one with the earliest ability to hold animals, aside from Thatcher's 1 space. And I never played Hoarder. I probably should have played Hoarder at some point. Yeah, not getting to a clay house is bad. It's definitely should have invested some time there to getting to clay. Oh, Thatcher takes a grain. Okay, so I'm no longer able to take a grain and then bake it. Hmm. Okay, so probably play martial artist and then take one food. And that is really sad. Yeah, not a great game by me. Mm, maybe going for my plowing and setting up my baking strategy was a mistake. But the thing is, the animals were not accumulating. So I don't know. I guess the other thing I could consider is that instead of building a fourth room, I could have set up my baking instead of building the fourth room, and then grow with Country Doctor, and then go for Family Growth round 13. But I was playing the whole game like I was going to play Church Warden, which, to be fair, I was in control of the Church Warden. I don't need to play it if it doesn't benefit me. So, yeah. Bit of a sad game. Well, very sad game. Wow, Thatcher ends with 40. Jeez, crazy. I score 36. Yeah, still would not have been worth. So I 36, so I'm second to Thatcher by 4 points. Um, 36 is pretty sad. Getting to a clay house gets me there. I didn't have any animals breeding or anything. So yeah, late family growth I think was bad for me with Country Doctor and Church Warden, and then I didn't get my hoarder out. So not the greatest. I mean, I only have one negative, which is an unused space, but yeah, not a tough game. Just a brutal slog. Yeah. Anyways, um, yeah, I'm pretty sure I drafted okay. I had quite good cards. I just, I went for first family growth, which I don't normally do, and it came late. And then even growing twice ahead of Thatcher, he still managed to beat me, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, good game by him. Well done. So just the second place for me by 4 points. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'll see you next time.